Welcome to numerologist.com. My name is Vannessa. I'm from Beyond Your Sun Sign. This is your weekly tarot reading for May 23rd to May 30th. All right, let's begin. First and foremost, you want to think of a number between 1 and 3. Don't think too hard about it. 1, 2, 3. All right, if you chose card number 1, we've got my favorite card in the deck because this is pretty much everybody right now. Everything's fine, everything's fine, this is okay. Is it? We also have the Knight of Swords, which is all about conflict in the past. So you've done this before, you've done this, everything is fine, it's all good, I can handle this in the past, and now that you have to do it again, it's triggering a lot of bullshit emotions that you thought you had forgotten about. So this is something that almost like you feel completely weaved to, like it's something in the past that you feel completely linked to because it's part of your legacy, it's part of your journey in life, and it is giving you a little seed of abundance. It's planting a seed in order to then move forward in life, but it's going to be difficult to get there. So what I mean by that is this everything's fine mentality could absolutely be what mom did, right? Or what dad did. Everything's fine, even though it's like, well, daddy, like what's going to happen? Everything's fine. It's like, are you not telling me because you feel like I'm too young to handle it? Because I'm very intuitive, very empathic and receptive to your emotions. So I know that everything is not fine, but because you're not giving me the dignity of talking to me because you deem me too immature, that is now going to cause some issues in the future. And here we are in the future, feeling that same energy of everything's fine and not feeling capable enough to conquer that because of the past when somebody said, no, don't worry about it. Where it's like, let me take some of the brunt of it. Let me worry a little bit about it because I might have a different insight and a different perspective, even if I'm just a child. So now that this energy is coming back up for everything's fine, you're going to feel like you can't handle it, but you've always been able to handle it. Just because somebody didn't give you that opportunity to handle it doesn't mean that you can't handle it now. So you can handle it. Everything is not fine. Point blank, everything is not fine. The more we just say everything's fine, the more we push it down instead of just bringing it to the surface and clearing it. Everything should be magnificent. Everything should be great at all times. Like that's literally why we're here, right? Don't be one of those people that go on vacation and complains the entire time. You're on vacation. Let loose. Stop worrying. Stop stressing. Everything is magnificent, not fine. Magnificent. And as soon as you start to vibrate into that energy of worthiness of everything being magnificent, this everything is fine will not be okay. That will be basically not okay, not fine, because everything should maintain that magnificence. Even in our darkest day, it is still a magnificent energy and experience that brings us on our highest good, our path to our highest good. So going back to the past when you didn't feel like you got the support that you needed to help support others and take care of something, and realizing that now this week that energy is coming back up to make you realize that I've always known what to do. I've always been able to handle it. Why didn't they give me an opportunity? Okay, if you chose card number 2, we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is about a new frame of mind. So something new coming in that changes our mind about something, really shifting our perspective, really shifting our opinion. And this is going to feel a little bit awkward because I feel like, especially during Taurus season, we want to have our belief system and that's what we value and that's what we believe and that's what it is. But it's just not the case because everything is always shifting and moving and nothing is really real. We can always change, right? That's like having an imagination and saying, no, my Barbie has to always be with Ken. No, my Barbie is going to be with Barbie and she's going to be with, she's going to be alone. She's going to be with her kids. Like Barbie doesn't always have to be in this construct, right? So this week we're realizing that we've put ourselves within our own prison, in our own construct because of the way that we think about things. When it's our imagination, we can change it however we want. Right? We can shift, we can change our perspective and then watch how much everything else changes in a positive way when we take ownership of the fact that this is all our doing and we can change it as much as we want. So embracing the new thought process that comes in, you're not a phony, you're not, deceptive, you're not two-faced, you've just changed your imagination. You're imagining something bigger and better, and there's no shame in that. But first, it does begin with changing your perspective and realizing, okay, I'm in control here. and I'm changing the way that I think about things, and that will change a whole lot more. Okay. If you chose card number 3, there's a lot here. We have the Emperor card, which is all about feeling incredibly empowered at home within our family, knowing that we have so much depth of knowledge, sometimes even more so than our elders, and then almost feeling like that is like a throne, but it's a very cold throne, right? Like it's somewhere where you know that you have a seat, but it's not necessarily comfortable, right? Being the one in charge all the time, it's not fun. It's a lot of stress, right? Especially if you have masculine energy, it's a lot. So I asked for clarity cards, and these 2 cards popped out. I know you're getting worried. Deception within that financial legacy within your family. So that's what's really coming up. Taurus energy is exactly opposite Scorpio energy. So when we have Taurus energy, it's all about the tangible things and our finances. And then Scorpio energy is all about our inheritance and what we get from other people, right? So other people give it to Taurus energy. Scorpio gives it to Taurus energy. And what we're seeing this week for you is that even though you have this sense of empowerment and duty when it comes to your home and family, it is almost deceptive because you then have to kind of deceive yourself in order to tap into that family power. So you have the power, you have the throne, but in order to gain access to the full power, you're going to have to deceive yourself in some way, give up yourself in some way, sacrifice in some way, which just reminded me so much of Bridgerton, right? And then there were a couple cards face down, meaning Queen of Pentacles, so female earth sign, and then the 2 of Wands, and then the 7 of Wands. So female earth sign is trying to show you that you would have to break down your foundation in order to embrace this 10 of Pentacles and essentially tap into that deception when it comes to the power that you have at home. If you need more help on that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at Beyond Your Sun Sign, or you can email me directly, beyondyoursunsign@gmail.com. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.